Yo, welcome. So this is a new format that we're going to be doing going forward on the show. On the channel, where remember those casual videos that I was doing where it was a bit more like chilled out and a bit more laid back? Well, it's going to be like that, but just filmed like this because I'm kind of referring to a lot of sources all the time when I'm doing that. And for me now, I can actually just have the sources up here, talk to you, read them, refer to them. It just makes it a bit more of a conversation that we're going to have really, and a bit more chill. So I'm going to have to like upgrade the background a little bit. I've got the final boss flag over there. And the Mario Kart like 8 Deluxe poster there. That needs an upgrade because that's real old now. So yeah, that might change a little bit going forward. So keep an eye out on that. But yeah, I hope you like this. But let's get into it. It feels like last week or the week before I made a video about Xbox raising the price again. And once again, we're talking about Xbox raising prices, but this time we're not talking about Xbox raising price of their consoles. We're talking about raising the price of Game Pass. That's ridiculous. So not only have consoles gone up in price. Now, over here in the UK, we didn't get hit with the second wave of console price increases, but we're still reeling from the first. However, in America, this has happened as well, and there seems to be worldwide for these Game Pass prices increasing. And it's pretty egregious because it doesn't really make sense as to why you want more people to use your platform, but now you're charging a hell of a lot more for what they already had. You might be wondering to yourself, well, Temp, why does it matter? Like, what's the actual price going to be now? Well, I'm glad you asked. So, I've got the American update here on. So, looking at this now, we're going to be getting our 3 tiers of Game Pass. So we have got not only the Essential tier getting an increase, the Premium tier getting an increase, but even the Ultimate tier gets an increase. And that's the one that is going to sting the most for a lot of people. So let's go through it. Essential tier. Now this is the one which you need to play online. This is your Essential tier. Okay, so I'm going to list the benefits for you. So for the Essential tier, you get 50 plus games, unlimited cloud gaming, in-game benefits, including for Riot Games, online console multiplayer, and play and earn up to $25 a year in the store with rewards. Now, I think that last bit here is where if you play the games, you unlock certain like tokens and prizes, and that can be then redeemed for money, and essentially you can get some money off stuff in the store, or I'm not sure if you can use that towards Game Pass. I heard that you may not be able to, but don't quote me on that one, okay? But bear in mind now that this is essentially what Xbox... Well, it's not essentially what Xbox Gold was. The Xbox Gold did give you nothing else but this, apart from like you game through gold type of stuff. But with this now, you have to pay £10 a month to play your games online. Now, I'm pretty certain that games which are like free to play, so Warzone, Fortnite and all that, you can still play them online for free. But any other games that you have paid for, you then have to pay the privilege to pay them online. That's crazy because you've already you've already paid for the game. So if I pay for, let's say I don't have any other tier of Game Pass and I just have the Essential tier. If I want to pay Black Ops 7 online on multiplayer, I have to not only pay for the game, but I have to pay $10 a month to keep on playing the multiplayer side of it. That's insane. Now, granted, I know that Black Ops is part of Game Pass, so you could argue, well, that case, you would pay for another tier. And yes, yeah, it probably wasn't the best example to choose, but still, here we are. The next tier up from this is the Premium tier. And this is where things get interesting. So you get 200 plus games now playable on PC, console, and cloud. New Xbox published games within a year of launch. Unlimited cloud gaming with shorter wait times. In-game benefits, including for Riot Games. Online console multiplayer. And play and earn up to $50 a year for the store with rewards. So by the sounds of that, if you have the Essential tier and you opt for cloud gaming for whatever reason, because at this day and age, everything can be an Xbox. So if you're doing cloud gaming, you're not going to have the same priority as someone who's paying more, which makes sense. But that's a really weird way of trying to get people to upgrade, because with everything becoming more and more cloud-based, and Microsoft seemingly betting a lot on cloud gaming, it's a bit weird that they'd want to push so much into, well, you can play online, but you're going to be having a longer wait if you're not paying more for it. But then also, getting games within the first year of launch, that's a long time. A lot of games can come out within that time. And what it means for a lot of developers is that some eyes may not get on their games for a lot longer. Take, for example, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, the greatest game of the decade. That game was blessed by being on Game Pass. Now, I know there was obviously stuff that was worked out between Microsoft and, Sandfall. Was it Sandfall? Yes, it was Sandfall. Oh gosh, was it Sandfall? Yes, it was Sandfall. I had to just double check that then. But not only was like a deal obviously brokered between those two, but it did mean that more eyes got on that game. So many people got to play that game, and the hype was huge for it. And then you put it in Game Pass and everyone gets to play it. Incredible. Day one, out of the bat, everyone was loving that game. Most people were loving that game. If you weren't loving that game, you're wrong. All right? We've been over this before, okay? Your opinion is wrong. Mine is right. And that's how it goes. I jest. But the idea that some people would have to wait months to actually get their hands on that game is ridiculous. I get it. It's a business move. It makes you want to play and want to pay for more stuff and want to pay for more of the premium experience. But then even with the premium experience, you're not getting the premium experience because there's another tier after that. And this is the one that's hit a lot of people, because this is the one that I imagine a lot of us were using before. And that's Ultimate. So Ultimate, let me read off what that is. Oh, sorry as well, if I didn't mention, premium is $14.99 a month. So it's only $5 more than the the base tier. So you could make the argument that $5 isn't too much of an upgrade to pay. Let's talk about Ultimate now. So Ultimate, 400 plus games playable on PC, console, and cloud. 75 plus day one games a year, including all Xbox published games day one. Ubisoft Plus classics and EA Play included, with Fortnite Crew coming in November. I have no idea what Fortnite Crew is, and I do not care about it. Unlimited cloud gaming at our best quality with the shortest wait times, in-game benefits with Riot Games, online console multiplayer, and play and earn up to $100 a year in the store with rewards. $29.99. It's the Xbox 360, except the 360 is how many dollars a year you are paying for the privilege of having these games. And I say having these games, you don't have them, you're lending them, you're renting them essentially. As soon as this service closes down or these games get removed, that's it, they're gone. You can't play games where licenses have run out with certain like soundtracks or vehicles or whatever in them. You can't play that. But I can still go pop in an old game that I own on a disc and play it. When the concept was $15.99, it wasn't too much of a pill to swallow. It wasn't too bad, all right? You could kind of justify it because, that's a fraction of the price of some of these mainstream games that are coming out now. Like, for example, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 was like $50, I think it was. So for that, if I paid for 3 months of the then Ultimate tier, that covered it. But now, it's a month and a half. It's really the hard pill to swallow that they've upped the price this much. And let's bring it a little bit more closer to home, because obviously you know that from my accent, I'm not American. I don't even know if you can tell what accent I have, but over here in the sunny shores of the UK, the price has gone up. So, this is from the Metro. I'm going to leave, obviously, all the links down below in the description so you can have a look and peruse yourself if you want, okay? But, and this is a quote, "The biggest change is on the Ultimate tier. As of today, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate will cost £22.99 in the UK, an increase of over 50% from its previous price of $14.99. I don't think the Metro can do math. That's not a 50% increase. Okay, is it? or kind of is. Yeah, it is. I can't do math. Sorry, Metro. No shade. But yeah, 50% more expensive than what it was before. I'm going to let you ponder on that. £23 a month. Now, I'm someone whose phone contract luckily includes my Xbox Game Pass. Now, I'm waiting for an email from them to say, hey, we're having to change a few things with your phone contract and the benefits that you get with it because we can't, afford to give you this for free anymore. I mean, technically I'm paying for it, but still. Now, it's kind of crazy because it's worldwide that this has happened. Some places it's doubled. I know in Brazil it's doubled in price. But in a year where Microsoft have not only upped the price of their consoles dramatically, they've then drastically upped the price of the main selling point of what Xbox had, which was arguably Game Pass. The Game Pass is the only reason I have my Xbox Series X in my living room. I do not buy games for it. The only games that I will play on my Xbox are games which are on Game Pass or games that I get review codes for. Aside from that, I do not play it. I think the last game I bought for it was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, and that was obviously for the Xbox One when that came out. So in theory, no, I've never bought a game for my Series X. Why? Because I have Game Pass and it's good value, or was good value. But now, like when I go through it, there's a lot of games on there which are really stagnant. There's a lot of old games on there as well. And the fact that games come and go is a little bit of a kick in the teeth. I get it, it's a subscription service. Things come and go from Netflix all the time. Like, it happens. Sod's Law, it's always the game that you want to play that's going or gone. But how is this change going to impact the small developers? What games are not going to be included in that day one release? Am I going to have to wait for... I mean, obviously, we waited 7 years for Silksong to come out, but when the next one comes out from them, which is probably going to be 2032 at this point, then am I going to have to wait even longer with Game Pass? I mean, will Game Pass even be a thing at that point? Like, I'm sure that we'll all just be chipped up and, farmed like the Matrix humans were. But before that happens, I'm sure we'll get a chance to play some more games and pay more money to Microsoft for the privilege. But I digress. Are we going to see the indie and small developers be shown to the wider audience, or are they going to be locked behind that? You're going to get it within the first year time frame. I don't know what Microsoft are playing at. They are putting so much on this Fortnite stuff as well. I don't know how many people actually care, because if people are paying for Fortnite, or playing Fortnite, I should say, you don't have to pay for the online with it, as far as I'm aware. So why would you? Like, if you're big in Fortnite and it's such a big thing for you, chances are there's not much else that you're spending your time on. I say that as someone who loves playing Warzone. I checked the other day and I had a disgusting amount of hours in there. I'll talk about that on the Black Ops video that I'm making as well. But yeah, it's just... I don't know what they're playing at, because we heard a lot this year about how like the console war is over because Sony's stuff is coming onto Xbox and Xbox's stuff is coming onto Sony's platform, and they've kind of called a truce there, and Nintendo's off doing their own thing, charging you so much money for DLC that should be part of a game. I'm still not over that. That is ridiculous that Donkey Kong Bonanza had DLC already for it. But back on topic, it is a really weird thing that would all happen, and then Sony. It's a really weird thing that would all happen, and then Microsoft would go, "Hey, by the way, you're paying more now." And it happens really quickly. The silver lining on all this is how some of the retailers have reacted, with some of them actually coming out and still charging the current price for Xbox Game Pass. So even if you buy a membership through them, you're not going to be paying through the nose for it. You're still going to be paying the current price for it. I know GameStop are doing something like that. I'm not sure if Best Buy is doing it as well, but I have seen a few others. So if you are American and somehow you're watching this video, one, hello. Two, it's called aluminium, not aluminum. And three, check your retailers and see if you can pick it up in store before you subscribe online. A funny thing that happened was that the Game Pass cancellation page crashed. So many people were so annoyed by it that it crashed the website. That's quite funny. It sucks that this is happening to Microsoft. It really, really does start to tell a really weird tale of the games industry right now. And I really hope that it is not a sign of things to come. But it does really emphasize the whole you will own nothing and you will be happy aspect of the industry. It sucks that they're upping the prices again. I think it's disgusting. Especially when they said that this wasn't going to happen. They said that there would be no extra charges for the users when they acquired Activision. And all that has happened is prices have gone up. I don't know if that was actually a good buy for them. We're still yet to see Bethesda's, Elder Scrolls 6 do anything, because all we've seen is a title card for that. Is that even happening anymore? Who knows? We've got this new ROG Ally Xbox X136, whatever it's called, the big handheld, which is ridiculously expensive as well. I don't know who Microsoft are actually targeted towards anymore, because the everyman gamer isn't it. It feels really weird what they're doing, and I don't think their marketing team has actually got their ears on the ground. If you are a Game Pass subscriber, you are more than welcome to cancel. I wouldn't blame you for doing it. If you're not in a similar position to me where your contract or something else is paying for it, then I would really look at how much do you actually use it. Because it was the one subscription that I've kind of just let run because I just dip in now and again. And, when Black Ops 7 comes out, I have a lot of thoughts on that. So again, plug in the video that's going to be coming your way on it. But I'll still have access to it on Game Pass as well. So, is it worth it? That's up for you to decide. But personally, I'm starting to think that the shine is really worn off. I hope you liked this new style of video. If you did, cool, let me know. Going forward, we're going to do a bit more of it. It's October now. There's going to be the scare sessions coming as well. I'm terrified. But yeah, thank you for sticking around. Every single one of you that watches these videos, every single one of you that comments, likes, dislikes, tells me how much wrong I am, tells me how bad my takes are, or supports me. I love every single one of you, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you for checking out my little corner of the internet. It means the world.